And I used to carry a big, bulky handheld one. And wow, what a day. So today was supposed to be an easy day. We're here in southern Florida filming a bunch of different content. And one of the things we set out to do today was to head into the swamp area and film some content for Garmin. Garmin makes these amazing watches. I just got this Epix Pro, and I have my InReach here, which is a device that I use to stay in contact when I'm out of cell phone service. And we head out, we're getting some great shots. It's a beautiful day, water's clear, we've got these cypress knees all around, things are going great. And we're getting a lot of great content. Towards the end of the day, we come up on the last thing we need to do, and the rain started to roll in. There's a little bit of thunder in the distance, but you know, the weather's not that bad. It's Florida, it rains here, there's lightning and thunder all the time. And I'm like, all right guys, we got one more thing we gotta do. We literally actually turned the car around and had the car come back. And I was like, one more thing we gotta do, and that is to do a product review, like an honest gear review of the Garmin watch and the Garmin InReach Mini 2, because I love this stuff and we need it, safety is paramount. And I'm saying this to Mitch, and Mitch is like, I don't think so, man. Like, that thunder's pretty serious. You know, Mitch lives here in Florida. I don't. I live in Southern California where we never have rain. And I say to Mitch, I'm like, we gotta do this one thing. He's like, I don't think we should, man. That thunder, the rain's pretty serious. I'm like, shut up, Mitch, we're fine. Like always, which is our dynamic. And I'm like, shut up, Mitch, we're fine. All right, here we go. All right, so honest gear review time. When I'm out here in a place like this, in a remote swamp where the thunder's cracking off and there's alligators cruising around, there's a couple things that I absolutely cannot live without. One of those is a GPS. Doesn't matter where you go in the world, you should always have a GPS, and I used to carry a big, bulky handheld one, and I got hit. I felt it, yeah. I got hit, that hurt. Yeah, it just hurt.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
So I wade out into the water, you know, I'm like knee, thigh deep, start talking about this great watch and this cool InReach Mini 2, and you hear the thunder like boom, and just out of nowhere, boom, like crazy thunder hits, this massive flash, and I don't see anything because I'm facing the camera just like this, but I just feel like my legs seize up and my butt, and I'm literally paralyzed for just a fraction of a second before trying to scramble up the bank out of the water. And I realized only on reviewing the footage that I just had a lightning bolt hit 15 feet behind me that through the superconductive water has just gone shooting up my legs, into my waist, into my heart, and into my mouth, actually. And Mitch, you were in the water as well, right? Yeah, Mitch had, I think, just 1 foot in the water, is that right? Just 1 foot in the water, and even he got knocked, you got knocked onto your ass, didn't you?
No, that was me just sort of reacting to what happened, but I definitely felt it. It hurt more in my chest than anything.
Hurt in your chest?
Yep, and then immediately aluminum taste in my mouth.
Yeah, and you're chewing gum still too, but you just had 1 foot in, so I was like balls deep in the swamp, and yeah, I felt it big time. So I had this massive convulsion, this surge of energy, scrambled out on the bank. Unfortunately, the camera's kind of cut, but you do see where the lightning hits right behind me the moment before the camera's cut. Mitch got a little tingle, but I got like pretty rocked. And so now it's been about 45 minutes. We came back after that for obvious reasons. It's been about 45 minutes since it happened. And my thighs and butt, my glutes and quads are really sore. I don't know why. I don't know if it's from like a massive like tightening, contracting of the muscle or what it is, but my legs and thighs are pretty sore. And I feel totally fine, breathing's fine, head's fine, actually very clear, surprisingly clear. But the weirdest thing that I can't seem to shake, it sounds like you can't shake it either, Mitch, is this metallic taste in my mouth. So we're both chewing gum, you can see it here, and it's a very inappropriate thing to be doing on camera, but I just can't seem to get this metal, like earthy taste to go out of my mouth. I've had like a protein shake and now chewing gum to try to get rid of it. And but it's pretty crazy because it just shows you anything can happen, right? Like here we are in somewhere in a very controlled environment in southern Florida compared to, you know, Myanmar or Borneo or the Amazon or whatever, and lightning strikes 15 feet behind us. Could have probably stopped my heart, could have probably stopped Mitch's heart, and you know, luckily everybody was okay. But if you think about it, that was 15 feet away from pretty likely death. And you know, to go back to the point of this, I am glad I have an InReach and my watch to show the GPS, and I share my location with my wife. And Not that I think she could have done anything, but it would have been nice to find us had we all been zapped. You know, I'm not a person who gets rattled by a narrow experience, but sort of coming down from it now, the whole thing was pretty crazy. Like, it's crazy to think how close we were to a lightning strike. It's crazy the reaction I'm having with regards to the soreness in my legs and butt and this metallic taste in my mouth. Mitch's reaction's quite different. He had chest pains that I think have passed now. He also has this metallic taste in his mouth. And we're not gonna go to a doctor or a hospital or anything. I think we both feel pretty over it, like totally fine. Got work to do, got stuff to get on with. But yeah, that's the full story about how I pretty much got struck by lightning today. All right, beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, time for a beer.